It's possible.
It's possible. Indeed. Okongo Omogeni wanted to have a rejoinder.
Mheshimiwa, you're getting it totally wrong.
I want to hear that.
When you say that America does not care about the education of its students.
Yes.
If you follow I'm sure even Mheshimiwa, you know, if you follow the debates in America, the policy of Biden is to have free college education to all eligible students. A very clear policy. This issue we are talking about lack of policy. You had Mheshimiwa
But that's
here
different from funding.
saying no.
Yes.
Wait. In terms of criteria, you know, who qualifies for free education? There is a very clear policy in the Biden administration. Anybody who does not make 125,000 pounds, US dollars a year, and you have a student, you are immediately made eligible for financing. So what Mheshimiwa Manzo here is trying to tell us, we need a clear policy. You know, there are many parents in this country who have no jobs. Why are you telling us that students should go and apply? The government should have data of all parents in the country. And you put a very clear criteria. Because you don't want this thing of what Mheshimiwa said, you turn Kenya into a tribal country where only a few can access education. Then you tell us, anybody who is not earning, for example, in a year, half a million or 1 million, will be eligible. We have a criteria that is known to everybody. Let me tell you, you guys are joking. You UDA, you are joking. And let me tell you, you are joking.
Yes.
You know, these youth you want to deny education are the ones who will vote this UDA administration out in 2027.
Give me
because
that.
Mr. Dibal,
Let him finish.
you know, the policy that has been in place since 2016 is to extend financial assistance to university education. What you are now coming up with is in 2023 is a policy where you are telling Kenyans we will no longer fund university education. That's what you are telling students. And you know, the population of these young guys, they are the majority in this country. You are treading on very dangerous grounds. You deny these guys university education, they will join the many youths in the world. You know, the people who have fought for reforms everywhere in the world, even if you go to the United States of America, the people who led campaigns to extend universal suffrage, to bring in women to the voting bloc, the blacks. If you look at King Jr., the guys who are in those demonstrations, the ones you are demonizing here in Kenya, were youths. So be very careful with the policies that you are bringing in place. The debate now between Trump and Biden is who will extend more support to university college students in the United States of America. Dibali, if you remember, we were here in this show, the run-up to elections, you remember? And we said, we had a debate with you here, and we said, UDA is making so many promises, which it will not be able to fulfill after the elections. They were telling us, we were with Sosion, if you remember, in our show. And Sosion told us, UDA's, what was it called? Is it?
The charter.
The charter.
The education
you know,
charter.
and he was so eloquent. He said, UDA's charter is after elections, we are going to increase funding for university students from 11 billion to 22 billion. Every Kenyan student will get access to university education. Those were the sweet-tongue promises you made. Now you are in the leadership. You want to deny university students the right to access education. I can tell you, we as the minority side opposition will not accept it. And we will mobilize these students to know that you are the most uncaring government when it comes to the youth. You don't want them to access education, meaning you don't even want them to get employment. Dibala, I've just told you here, when it comes to employment, you are denying poor, vulnerable students the right to employment. You are introducing ethnicity in the right to get employment in this country. Just looking at what you did in KRA, you can discriminate against me. I have no problem. Here I'm an old man almost going to retirement. But how can a right-thinking government deny a right to employment to a youth who is 23-year-old, 25-year-old, who is just beginning? So in summary, I'm seeing an administration that is totally confused when you come to higher education, that wants to reject, neglect, the young people who come from poor backgrounds.
I need to have a rejoinder.
And the Dibal, there is no way. This statement I'm hearing from Owen Baya, leader in National Assembly of the government, you are telling us that it's not the business of government to care how people get money to go to university. No. If a government does not care about the education of its young people, then what do you care for?
Okay.
Really?
Can I rejoin?
No, before.
We have done much.
You know, a very good example is what